Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today we are playing What Remains of Edith Finch. This is a walking simulator game where we are gonna walk around and learn about Edith and her family. So let's jump straight into it. So I can move it. We're actually already into it here. Chinese carton, cigarettes, and we're holding lilies. They're like a funeral flower. Okay, there's symbol for something.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Okay, so she was like on a crossing over.
Someone had put up a chain link fence, but it looked like I wasn't the first person to hop it.
Yeah, so this is the way out. It's just like off a road after jumping up against it. But yeah, so she had her hand is in a cast. And she has a book, which I'm assuming is a diary. And this looks like a very weird structure.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Okay. And we do have a body. We have feet and a belly. Now, and what looks like an engagement ring as well on a necklace. Now, the belly, of course, looks like we're probably pregnant. I would imagine, because she looks kind of slim enough the rest of the way. And she has on her hiking boots, which I actually really like the laces on them. Okay, so we have Orcas Island Gazette. So the action button seems to be like L2.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Which it wasn't done. So obviously, look, on the channel we have Saturdays, our shooting Saturdays.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Okay, so her brother is dead as well. No trespassing. We're getting obviously the fact that the place is abandoned, so no trespassing. This property is protected by video surveillance. Trespassers will be prosecuted. The bills are left there unopened. But yes, this is our shooting Saturdays.
My mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
I guess we're gonna find out.
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
We have a sign, so the Finches, which we know is like What Remains of Edith Finch. But yeah, we'll be kind of doing walking simulators, more chill kind of games, calmer games. I hear a frog. And yeah, just games like this. If you have any suggestions for other games you'd like to see, let me know as well.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
I'm not seeing the hoof prints that she is seeing. Did she crouch? Yes, she crouched for me, so I didn't have to do that at least. There's a nice little wooded area down there. To grow up in a place like this would be a lot of fun, especially as a kid. We have a stag. Hello. Just gonna look at each other. I was like, if I walk backwards, will he turn his head, I wonder? Okay, yeah, I think it's a trigger point, right? So let's see. Okay, he's eating again. Yeah, there's a trigger point there. So obviously, just the closer we'll get, he'll turn again, and off he goes. So it's really even more so given that this place is abandoned. No one is here, the wildlife.
Even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
Yeah, even the wildlife is starting to take it over a bit. frogs and the
But now I
deer.
had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
That is a very loud frog. This is the
was
house.
exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
I don't think I'd like that room up the top. I think that's the room I'd be staying away from. I think I'd be firmly in the actual building itself. Will we be able to see the frogs or just hear them? You're like missing flyers. It definitely sounds like there's a frog down there, but I can't see it. I thought they might have it on the log or something. We have a truck and a basketball hoop. And what looks like a dragon. Dragon boat. Looks like the amusement ride. I'm surprised she has nothing to say about him, but okay. Rubbish. Yeah, everything just wild and out of control. And who's missing?
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
I tried to look down and it actually made me look up. So Middleton Finch went missing. So that must be what all the missing flyers are about. So obviously one of the Finches. Just scattered everywhere, his missing pictures.
I asked Edie once about the dragon in the pond. She said it had killed her husband. I was 6. It seemed like an odd joke to me even then.
Yeah, I think that would scare me if I was a child. Being like, oh,
Now,
okay.
as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Okay, so she is 17 and pregnant by the looks of it. So quite young, quite young.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Okay.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
I mean, yeah, it looks nice enough, like, for a house that's been pretty much abandoned. I mean, your lucky squatters didn't end up in it. So we have Gary's potting mix. Yeah, like, I say a nice house. It's fairly roughly put together, I suppose, up top. The structure of the house looks sound. The rest of it, I don't think would actually pass any health inspections. You certainly wouldn't get away with that in Ireland.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
So yeah, all the cleaning products. Potting mix, and we have books. Important key freezer. So hard to read. I kind of, hate when they do that in games. It's like, I want to read everything. Make it so I can actually read it. And do clever design to let them know when the car was in far enough, I suppose. Well, I think then it got to the stage that the boxes would actually do that instead.
For the first time in years,
2010 seems to be the last time it was inhabited.
I felt like I was home.
So we have a lot of wine bottles and tins of tuna.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
So we have Edith, which is us, Dawn, Lewis, and Edie. And in loving memory of Lewis. So 1988 to 2010. Beloved brother to Edith, son of Dawn, great-grandson to Edie. Memorial Service, Finch Family Cemetery, 2141 Firebreed Road. I didn't know if the LW, was actually going to stand in Lewis. I don't know. But God, what age was he? I get really confused, and it's like 22. I suppose, so very young to have died. More Chinese cartons. We saw one of them on the boat on the way in.
Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
So the Imperial Palace would order that WA. I'm assuming it's that Washington, Orcas Island. And then, yes, we have Flowers of India, Tasting Thailand, Flower Saltwater Yeast, The Smoke of the Forest. So they like their cooking videos, or cooking books. There just sound to be like a lot of flies somewhere. Don't know, it did sound like it was from over here. But yeah, so, I mean, the house is abandoned, but like, it kind of looks like it was done in a hurry. You know, like there's still plates out, there's still their takeaway boxes. Like here. Do you know what I mean? Look, there's a broken plate.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Yeah, so imagine like that. It's like a time
It was
capsule.
like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Yeah, that is very odd. I'm assuming maybe this is where Edith was sitting. You know, it's kind of like the child's plate and bowls, and that would have been Edie.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Okay, so they've been talking about her going into a nursing home maybe, and we had like noodles and rice, the remnants of which are still left there. I mean, that seems fairly high tech for the house anyway. Speakers with what looked like an iPhone in it. iPod maybe. Okay, we can't turn on the lights or anything. Oh, that's going into the garage. That's fairly odd. To have a window looking into the garage. I'd say they're an odd family though.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Yeah, it's fairly
Even the
cramped.
fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Yeah. It's just there's a lot in it, isn't there? Then we had these random pictures, which I would imagine are pictures in from the developers. I love when they do little things like that though, kind of little Easter eggs hidden in there. Because it doesn't look like any of them. They're little birdies, kind of war pictures.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
And then you actually have to move it, you know, to get this to work.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
So we have Barbara Finch, so it looks like she's on a acting set. Something to do with My Friend Bigfoot, which obviously would show. I mean, that's a very well made little music box. And yeah, look, there is all of them. So that's Dawn, and there seems to be like two brothers. Now, they had only mentioned Milton, didn't they? But it does look like there was, well, another child anyway, but it looks like a brother. Yeah, 2010.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Yeah, strange he wasn't mentioned in the obituary.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
I mean, this is a very odd door.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Okay. Very odd for a house to have a library, but it's a very big house, so probably do end up like just making designated rooms. I mean, they seem to just keep
After
building
Milton
on.
disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
I mean, it does seem like, you know, Edie is the grandmother. So it does seem like this would be her house. So I
spent
don't...
a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Yeah, I don't know why the mother thought, you know, that she could get away with, I suppose.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
You know, kind of locking up the whole house. Not even her house. Well, we found our way in.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
But that's clever.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
We'll go in there, but I need to take in this room first. This one is so cool. Dark over here, but you know the way the light hit, it looks like you're actually underwater. And oh, look, they're right actually at the edge of the water. That'd be such a lovely view. I've always wanted a house by the water.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
So Barbara was an actress, a child actress by the looks of it. Oh, and so she was 1944 to 1960. So I'm actually having to kind of carry, so that's why I'm closing my eyes to think. So she was only 16.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
What an odd family.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Odin, that's very like Icelandic, isn't it? Or
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure isn't Odin like a god in like Icelandic or Scandinavian mythology? Is he the god of the sea, Odin? I must look it up. So he is seven. Hofstad, Finch, and Edie. Oh, so that must have been Edie's husband. I'm not going to be able to work out the maths on this. I do actually have a calculator.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Edith, oh yeah, so she was named after the grandmother. Right, calculator time. So 1964 minus 1915. So he was 49. Edie was 93. She might have said that already. So, God, yeah, he died a lot earlier than her. Calvin. So he was 11. What the hell?
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Okay, I hope that is figuratively and not literally. And Gregory, oh, who was 1? That's so sad.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Yeah, the mother clearly had a lot of issues. The mother could have probably done with going to a therapist about them all instead of locking up all the rooms in a house that wasn't even hers to lock. And then who is this? So Molly, and she was 10.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
So yeah, it's like a family curse nearly, isn't it? They all died very young. And now Edith here is the last remaining Finch, I suppose.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Milton painted what looks like a cat.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door.
So this is Molly's room.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Oh, we have a save point as well.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
I think that may have cut off what she was saying. Shame she wouldn't repeat it. Molly, I mean, these are such nicely done out rooms for the kids,
Being
I must
inside
say.
for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Yeah, it must be weird always looking at something from one perspective and then the next minute you're actually in it. It looked like a little shrine to her.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here, before my mom sealed the doors.
which I think is terrible. Like, so Edie, that Molly would have been Edie's child, and her mother, like, sealed the doors so that she couldn't come in here. Like, that's pretty bad. And then we have Pacific Ocean depth chart, and we have all the different ones. Oh, very cool. Okay, I was like, is this before or after the Titanic?
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
She must have been bold.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
It's like, should the gerbil not be in his cage? I know she had a little house down there for the gerbil, but...
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
She's starving. You didn't feed her. Pretty bad to be locking the child's doors. Well, look, different time, I suppose, in 1947.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Christopher is probably very happy about that. Maybe the starfish? No. Okay, so we're not eating Christopher. It's very dark. She had her own bathroom as well.
I kept eating and eating.
That's desperation, alright. Uh-oh. I don't think we should be eating these.
That night.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're poisonous. Probably shouldn't have left them in a 10-year-old's room. She also had like a lot of marks on her.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
She had a lot of marks on her hands as well.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
The imagination of a child.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
No, I mean, she could be hallucinating after eating the berries. I just assume this is her imagination.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Oh, yeah, look. The mother. Oh, yeah, the dad is there talking to her as well. Well, they're not really doing anything. Bit odd. The little bell sound. So cute.
I jumped and I almost got her.
Cat is angry. Molly is angry.
I could tell she was getting really tired.
Now, where did she go? Oh,
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
very active imagination. Oh.
Rabbits.
But where? Oh, there's one there. Poor rabbit.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit.
Molly's kind of a
Then I flew off
psychopath.
to find something bigger.
Bigger than a rabbit. What you going for now? She's only an owl. I can still hear the
A
teeth.
mama rabbit.
I'm sorry, rabbit. She's a psychopath.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
The heartbeat sound. Oh. We're stuck. There we go. I think. The noises are
I rolled
strange.
off the cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Oh no. We really are psychotic, like we're just chasing down.
I wanted fat, juicy seeds.
Oh, it was so close.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Molly has serious issues. The berries are gonna do her in though, so maybe humanity is saved.
When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Oh. Are we like a snake? Like a monster.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Wow, we're really stepping it up. Very Bioshock, the music.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
I'm surprised you didn't hear that. And I'm pressing. I was pressing the button.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
I liked the murder. Early in the morning. Well, we're gonna eat you, buddy. Oh, how am I? How am I gonna get him? Looks like we're gonna go for the captain as well. Come back.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Very active imagination. Ugh. Don't think I'm happy about coming out of a toilet or up
I
a
got
toilet.
closer and closer.
Where are we going? It's obviously Molly's room.
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it It's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Was it the berries?
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
So this is the family tree. So we have Odin, Ingeborg, 1880 to 1937. So he had Edie. Edie married Sven. She had Walter, Sam, Calvin, Barbara, and Molly. So Molly actually was first. Then Barbara, Calvin, Sam, Walter. Kay must have married Sam. I'm gonna guess the leaves are other people. So Kay and Sam had Dawn. Dawn married Sanjay. And they had Gus and Gregory. And then Dawn and Sanjay had Lewis, Milton, and Edith. And that is us. And she is the only one that has, so she's like 1999 and onwards. Where? Oh, look. Hopefully it's not Molly. Okay, I think it's a cat that turned into a bird.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Oh, and this is the parents' room. So this is Edie and...
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
I can't remember his name, so... God, so we have Rob, Slurpy. Oh God, it's all birds, budgies. Purply. Zerpy. Flurpy. Derpy. Did you not get a name? Bob. Bob was a snake. And Burpy. Well, that is a collection of animals, isn't it? Shrine sketches.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Yeah, she seemed to have quite the well, the whole family
I hadn't
did.
thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
So we have Sam Photo Awards, Conspiracy Now, Sam Medal Ceremony, Home Movies, Weird America, The Finches, Random Junk, Edith Interview, CH4 Channel 4, and My Friend Bigfoot. Edie won't go. 72-year-old woman refuses to evacuate because of a little forest fire.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
And look, we have Mysteries of Death and Thereafter, Odin Finch, Molly Concepts, Barbara Concepts, mural sketches, then yeah. So built 1937, Sven Finch.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Being killed, I think, by a dragon definitely sounds more cooler. So look, we have like the 7 dwarfs. Well, is there 7 of them? 1, 2, 3, 4. They probably couldn't do that with Disney, but that is like the design of dwarfs. And Sven, and look, their wedding photos of the baby. It's a work hat. Taxidermy. Okay. And tragedy strikes Finch family. Dragon kills Finch. That's the door out. We'll have a look around here before we continue on. Or maybe It's hard to know, I want to look at it all before we go on. So Norwegian fairy tales. Deepest sympathies.
Even in their 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Okay, so this is the bathroom. It looks like there's a door down there. It's a very hard, yeah, I don't want to go on.
Lewis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Yeah, very sad. So much debt. Lewis, 1988 to 2010. Now, the mother never gave up hope that he wouldn't come back. And that's like the
The room was
house.
like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
Cursed.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
That would be a sight to see, wouldn't it?
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
And that's what happened to Odin.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
What a man. I mean, he wrote books. And look at little Finch. You can hear bird sound as well from somewhere. So that was their room, so they built this house. I mean, some man Odin trying to get a boat across the sea like that from Norway. Yeah, just a bat. Obviously,
The only
she was
trace Grandpa
older.
Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Oh, sure, that was her
It was
great
a
grandmother.
pretty big trace.
Yeah, wouldn't have been my cup of tea now. The pink, I will say. Oh, there's a secret in this bathroom.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
They're so clever with the way they did things. Like, this is a dream house for a child. And an adult. So, don't know which one that is, but we have Calvin Finch. We have a swing a deer. Murder probe clues exhausted. Couple of turns land into native haven. I'm assuming that is Edie and Sven. Just getting the bird sound as well. Someone was drinking here, so you have Milton and Swing, it looks like. Or is it Mitten? Milton. I usually wear glasses. I should start wearing them when I'm actually playing the game so I can actually read things. So this is true. She's like that he lived with his dead brother for however long he said. I mean, cigarettes in a kid's room, a bit odd. You have photos. That's cool. So maybe parkour it over there. So this guy, well, this half of the room seems to be like army, woodlands, and then we had like Fort Calvin over here, like, you know, space and astronauts.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin.
They weren't very alike then. So age 8, 1958. And then look, yeah, Calvin obviously passed and Sam went to Growell. They kept being measured, but for how long, who knows? This is 1961. And his half of the
And
room
then
was...
he never talked about him.
Yeah. To Command Center. Explore the universe. And his little
I guess my
control
grandpa
center.
didn't like history any more than my mom did.
That's so cute. Look at it.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Did you say that? Be careful
At
what you
Barbara's
say.
funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready!
Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
She's right about that.
then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind.
Oh, I don't even like this now.
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
I nearly feel sick doing this.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
This family is really the fucking Darwin Awards. My God.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
I will never try to do that after seeing that. It seems to be like the unsafest house ever. There was a lot. I mean, this is what happens
After
when
the
I.
funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Yeah, that's pretty weird as well. So, like, they made poor Sam, like, sleep in the room.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Yeah, I'd be trying to get out of there as quick as I could as well, to be fair. Look at the two of them, yeah, her doing the measurements for them. Yeah, that's pretty... That's pretty hardcore to make a child do that. Like, that's a lot of therapy in the future. I was like the hungry hippo, the hungry caterpillar. Yeah. This is why there's regulations for things, though, like building houses and things. So it's safe.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Like, which one to go into? Oh, so that's how we can get back out. Very good. I suppose if we want to go and look around anywhere else. So Milton again. Milton really made his way around, didn't he?
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Was she not? Yeah, it's definitely like a teenage girl's room, isn't it? She's very pretty. Barb Street. They have like, yeah, weird like clock. Strange labyrinth. pictures.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Yeah, I suppose she grew out at Happy Birthday, Barbara. Her candle, she was smoking as well. Typewriter, record player. Penelope's diner, Barbara. Her little servant tray. Seattle Starlets. That's the Bigfoot. My friend Bigfoot, wasn't it? Yeah, so she won awards for it. She had dolls made Bigfoot. And Swan Lake. Like the Hollywood side. And it must be like a roller kind of waitress. I don't know what they call them. We don't have them over here. Very American, of course.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
I like how the comic get inside information with how things work.
Music box.
Okay, so it's like cartoon.
She found the key. She listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
That's a cool effect. That's Halloween, isn't it? The film music.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Oh. Yeah! We're very good. Just go around beating up everything. Can we hit everything? Ah, very good, Jenny. Made everything. Hit that. Oh.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Americans. Such an American thing to do. Ugh. That's not good. I'm getting kind of confused. Oh, wait, did I just come in?
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh!
Rick?
I just got to stand
Barb,
there.
relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
I would kill him as well if it was a trick. Halloween music again. Her boyfriend as well. His voice kind of changed after he got the hit. Okay, that's scary. Oh yeah, this is his cool room. It's like a little wagon.
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And he really was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Thank God for the secret passages.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Oh, it sounded like he got it in.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Why is he wearing a doctor's mask and a prison uniform? He's like the scrum stick like on his head as well and a mask. Oh no.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Like, do we even answer it?
The door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He She took it all pretty hard. But that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
But maybe she wasn't dead. How do we actually know that she died? All they ever found was her ear. That's so odd. This family is very odd. Poor Walter did as well underneath it the entire time, the bed watching it all. But that is where we're going to leave this episode. So as we can see, the Finches, a mad bunch of bastards. Is the only way I can describe them. I love the walking simulators though, because obviously look, you have your likes of your Resident Evils and your Bioshocks, and they're all great, you know, the shooting and the fight and all that. But I do love just walking around and finding out a story, especially one as kind of absurd as this. I mean, it's very creative, it is heartwarming as well, but they are all mad as hatters, which I love. It kind of reminds you of your own family in a way, wouldn't they, to some degree? Obviously, with hopefully not as much tragedy in it. But yeah, all the different personalities and everything. But yes, we will continue this on in the next episode. I think we're only going to have 2 episodes of this anyway. 3 at a push, but probably only 2. Like I said at the start, if you have any suggestions for games you'd like to see me play, please do comment below and let me know. Anything at all. Obviously, we have Tuesdays are like Terror Tuesdays. I put the horror games on Tuesdays. Thursdays are Throwback Thursdays. We now have our Shooting Saturdays, which is our walking simulator games, these kind of games. And there will be more days in between as I build them up. So yes, any games you'd like to see, comment below and let me know. If you made it this far, thank you so much for stopping by. If this is your first time here, maybe give it a subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, thank you so much. You are amazing. I appreciate it so much. Other than that, look, let's pick this up in the next one and we'll see what remains of Edith Finch. Bye.